Now, let me get to my Soto Stearns thing here, because this one, really, I could have started the show with this at 10 o'clock, but we want to give Pete coming back his proper due. I don't ever again want to hear from Met fans bitching and moaning about David Stearns and Steve Cohen. If you do, you are ignorant, you are clueless, you are just not paying attention to what is happening in reality and has happened since Steve Cohen has taken over. The thought was they don't want him, Stearns is this and that, Cohen doesn't want to go to this extent, that extent. They brought him back, and they did so, I think, in part, BT, because they didn't want to upset the Met fan. I really do believe that was a part of this, where they extended. To give Pete Alonso $30 million for a singular year is overpaying him. And I think they did that for two reasons. One, because, well, maybe multiple. One, they could afford to do it. Two, they figured, okay, well, we could use the player in our lineup. Three, we know how much the fans love him. But this is the part now of this process where we, after years, like, what would you say the number one thing that Met fans would call this station for over the last 2 decades and complain about?
Mets cheap.
Okay, the ownership, right?
Yep.
It's always the ownership. It's always the front office. Well, that is now dead. It's over. Put a fork in it. Stop booing. Stop questioning. Stop everything as far as it comes to David Stearns and Steve Cohen. Now, the onus, how it always should be, is on the players, on the millionaire players. If this team does not succeed, it's not because of anything Steve Cohen didn't do. It's not because of David Stearns. It's because these players don't do their jobs. And that, to me, is the best thing. That's the way that it should be.